light tonight. Let me set the thing up for 3 players.
Jake sounded like he was.
I
Then
thought
again,
Jake was going to be on. Yeah.
Oh,
Who have we got? Lewis. Okay. That one.
I mean, I'm sure Drake will still be watching anyway.
Yeah.
Traitor.
Traitor, how dare he go to...
No.
what's he done? Actually, I don't want to know. It's none of my business. Why he's cheating on us with his other friends.
Ellie used to moan at
I
me for
know.
going to work. So that if I really cared, I'd phone in sick. She said, yeah, but you say this all the time, and I'd get the sack, and then who'd pay for everything?
I shall say nothing more.
Answer
Yeah.
that.
I think we all do that at some point.
Well,
Be proud of the fact that you turn up regularly to work. There's nothing wrong with it.
yeah. My dad's had. I've only known my dad had time off twice, and both of those times he had proper flu, so he wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
Hey, sausages. I have noticed, by the way, right,
Yes,
that
Jake.
although demanded by Sir Keir Starmer, right, the sausages still have not been returned.
Haven't they?
I've certainly not seen them. No,
Surely
and he
they have by
demanded
now.
this ages ago. It was last year now when he demanded an immediate return of the sausages, and I haven't seen them. So I think that's all tremendously bad. Not very good at all. Poor show.
Sir Keir, how dare you? That brings us conveniently to, shall we play the Mark game?
Oh, that's all.
Oh wait, Jake, all right.
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you.
I believe I'm a level down. I may not have done my leveling up appropriately, but
Okay.
I can sort that promptly. Can I just quickly roll a d10? It'll be a d8, won't it?
D8. Yep, and give me your Mark game while you're at it.
I'm gonna go with Proboscis.
Nice. I rolled a 4, Jake.
Oh, lovely. I'll take the 4. Yours was better than mine.
Okay.
I'm going to go with salami today. I feel like I'm on a roll with a sausage.
Hairball.
Okay. We're back to 2 again then, are we, Sammy? We're having... Is hairball? That can't be one word.
I don't know. Hairball.
Hairball.
See, you have a rage.
Can we boo him?
Traitor.
Sorry.
You can boo him.
Hairball is
Why
one word.
Why is he betraying us?
He's not playing tonight.
Why is he not playing tonight?
You lack discipline.
Do I need to come over there and make awkward eye contact with him?
You do.
Because I will. I will sit there and just stare at you.
Is he having a go at the Mark game?
What do you want for the
Zach's
Mark
gone
game?
with attrition as well, Dave.
Marshmallow, please.
Zach.
Marshmallow. Oh, yeah. Ah, gotcha. Nice one. Right.
Tom wants marshmallow, sorry.
Gotcha. Right, we'll wait until he's back and then you can give Jake a... what? Jake, I was devoed, mate. You missed all of the Arcan bit, all of the Tiamat bit.
Oh, no.
Gutted.
That'll teach me.
No. It's, I mean, it is what it is.
Sorry, I had to pop a couple of polyps, but they're all gone now.
Nice.
Pop a couple of polyps.
If yellow came out, Mark, go and see your doctor.
Is that like picking up a penguin?
Kind of. Well, as
How
far as I'm aware,
polyps cauterised?
they're those little creatures that make coral. So I don't think I don't think they'll be too hard to squish once you've removed them from their little calcite fucking fortress.
That
What,
wasn't
polyp?
the polyps that I. Yeah, no, it's a
Oh, is it a
tumorous
medical
growth.
condition as well? Oh,
Yeah.
nasty.
Yeah, polyps is a medical thing.
Yeah. You want to download new map tools, Dave?
You do not, Mark.
I do not. Right.
Right, so hit Jake with a recap then, and then we shall begin the sesh.
How far back are we going?
I think we were pretty much at the point where we were looking for. I think we got into some weird thorny place the last time.
So, we've been to Mad Roofs. Red Roofs. Oh shit, here we go.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Oh,
We did some chain quests, didn't we? All in the name of trying to find directions to the Bleeding Citadel. Was that the place we were looking for?
Well done, Mark.
Well, yeah, well, the sword of Zariel is what we were actually after. The little flying elephant is convinced it will help somehow in returning Elturel, but we're not sure how yet. But yeah, that's and the right at this moment in time, we're dungeon. This is a nice point to pop in. We're literally just dungeon crawling, trying to get soul coins to power the vehicles.
Bussin'.
Yes. Oh, are you aware of vehicles, Jake?
Yes, I was here when we had the funky.
Yeah, so we can have you dangling by some sort of bungee off the front, proper Mad Max style, if you want.
Sweet. Yes.
To where we currently are, we're at the Crypt of the Hellriders.
We are, which is effective with their, aren't we? With that soul coins, isn't it? We're after really. That's what we came. If I remember,
we've come across some ghost spirit Hellriders, or appear to be Hellriders. They've asked to potentially be freed, but we're currently not too sure how that is going to happen, and we don't think we're going to obviously be able to do it whilst we're there. Grizz wrote a story of how they became entrapped by Zariel. And how she trapped her Death Knight. What's his name?
Oh God, what's his name?
Altheus. I can't.
Alanthius.
Yeah.
Alanthius. He is potentially still good, but he is a Death Knight, and he is
fucking nails.
Yeah,
we don't want to fight.
Not something we can go to at the moment.
No.
We keep finding these caskets that have roses on top of them, and we've figured out that it is an aberration magic that is actually keeping these roses almost alive.
Okay.
I forgot about the weird roses.
Yeah, but they are individual caskets, tombs, and fortresses. So people who were quite high. We've just fought some mummies. Is somebody still cursed? Or was that Karaz? That was cursed. And he's currently not here.
It wasn't me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is Zariel still trying to chase him down and make him a bitch?
No, he had a chat in Mahadi's spa, which secret. Shit. I have to go back.
Dude, I'll tell you this bit. I got to be Zariel and scare the shit out of your brother. I properly enjoyed it, mate. So he entered a pact with Zariel. Currently,
Yeah.
you know, the blood war is happening in Avernus as well. Like it's perpetual. It's all the time. But the deal is that if I remember rightly, and forgive me for I should know this, but I forget. You know what I'm like. It was Kuraz's soul, or
Arsenal.
he would have to deliver either the glaive of Baphomet or the flail of Yeenagu, both of which are very powerful demon lords that are currently invading Avernus.
Yeah.
And he was very fortunate because Zariel was going to say all of your souls.
Oh.
Our soul.
Thank you,
She
Mark.
was not in a good. She was not in a good mood, bless her.
No, but he managed to talk her out of it, and it was just his soul.
Well played.
Well, while you're on about well played, tell Josh what else you did from that perspective, or what has Orchard managed to arrange.
So during the quest to finish one quest, we start another quest, etc. We ended up having to go and find a Titan to get their blood.
Yeah.
And in doing the job that we needed to go and see Arkham the Cruel, we got the Titan blood, and we also managed to get him to come and give us
Yeah, he said
aid,
he'd
basically,
help, didn't he,
to
when we...
help us with one of these Lord fights. So we're going to have a Titan.
Can I stand on his shoulders and play my guitar?
Definitely. That will, if you're there for that session, mate, that's in the bag.
Yeah. It'd be better if you were sat on his nose. One leg either side, giving it loads.
So I will tickle his pickle. Twist his ear like the BFG. Sit in his ear.
So big fat Grelby.
Every day. I mean, just when you think it can't get any worse.
I tried to bring it back with the BFG.
I mean, you could have Big Fat Growler if you did want to go one worse, I suppose. But
I don't want to sit in his Big Fat Growler. I don't know what I might get. Bring me back for one session. Mark's broke.
Right. So, where you currently are at the minute, what we'll do to kind of paint the picture. I mean, did you want to tell us what Ace has been up to?
Well, he's been on his own little, maybe just a little bit of a side hustle. You know, he's been having some. He's just been talking to a few people. He's got a new friend who keeps whispering in his ear. Don't really like it, but you know, keeps asking him to do weird stuff. I keep making songs. It's all working.
Nice. Give me a performance check, Jake, please.
No problemo. Please roll reasonably well, because I rolled relatively shit last game. Oh, that's not bad. 27.
Fuck,
that's not bad. Yeah,
okay, so on your travels, we can find out how later on. But you've got a Devil's Ride. You've got the motorbike version. You're solo. You found out through a series of. In fact, you've been in touch with Red Ruth herself, another hag, who was kind of a co-conspirator of Mad Maggie. They're not a coven as such, but they're a friend. And she's told you where your party members are. And on the way, you've managed to perform to some of the infernal fraternity, and you can have 2 soul coins in your possession.
Oh.
And they've paid you for your excellent work with the axe.
Yeah, 27. Pretty good.
Yeah. So you arrive. What I'm going to do is I'm going to force pause this map for you. In fact, I'm not entirely sure how much of this will be filled in for Ace. If I tell you where you've approached, acrid smog swirls around a barren hill, rising from which, like giant tombstones, are a pair of leaning monoliths, each soaring more than 50 feet into the smoky red sky. Dozens of armoured knights kneel in motionless reverence before the monoliths, between which a set of onyx steps leads down under the hill, and this is where you know your fellows to be. If I may, Jake, I'm just going to push it forward so we can catch you up.
That's cool.
Red Ruth has given you exact directions, so you pass down this corridor and there's mist. Unlike the rest of Avernus, this place is cold. It's deathly cold. And as you turn east, you can start to hear noise of a fight, which is happening down south. As you enter, have you got the map?
Yeah, it's all loaded.
Tidy. So as you enter this room here, I'm just going to fire it off as quick as I can. You can see large iron burial urns are positioned relevantly throughout this hall, each engraved with noble coats of arms from the city of Elturel. Polished swords, lances, and shields hang from racks on the walls. You can see ghostly figures passing this way and that way, and most of them are pointing in this direction for you to go, which is where the fighting is coming from. I'm going to move Ace here. At this point, Ace can see something that Zorchar was alluding to. Recesses in the walls hold iron burial caskets. Each casket has a single healthy red rose resting on the lid. Inside these alcoves here.
Can I take a red rose?
Yeah, sure. So each of these corridors, so in each of these corridors here, it contains 2 caskets. So there's 2 roses and 2 caskets, and similarly in here. How many would you like to take?
Oh, only one. Like literally, he's like gonna like whack it in his teeth.
Nice. So you guys are just, what we'll style it as is you guys are just finishing up your fight here. Let's roll initiative.
Yeah. That's what I was told anyway.
Do I need to roll initiative, or like am I hanging off?
No, if you could roll as well, please, dude.
Right, I'll do it there. Where? Right, and I'm so glad that's not my actual role. It's my real role.
It sounds like a sausage roll.
Nice. So, Ace, as you take this rose to put it between your teeth, a hand reaches from the urn to try and grasp the rose, and as it goes into your mouth and you're thinking, yeah, I've got a rose, it disintegrates as a wraith lunges forward to try and attack you. However, you react before the wraith. What do you want to do? In fact, yeah, so go on.
Am I directly within? Obviously, it's within melee distance. I can't move out without unless I do disengage.
Correct.
I think I will disengage and start giving it a quick run. I think I can only move 30 feet, to be fair.
Okay.
Yep, he's gonna kind of shit himself at the fact that this hand's just come out of him. Something's just lunged at him. It was like, I just thought it was it was going spare.
Yeah, cool. So what we'll do is we'll give the Wraith his turn, and then we'll take from initiative order. So the Wraith is going to follow, and he goes to there. And once I've found the Wraith stat block, I'll tell you what he does. He is going to reach towards Ace, and he rolls 16.
Oh, 16 is going to hit.
Okay. That is going to be
Horrible.
22 points of necrotic damage.
Jesus.
So your hit point maximum is decreased.
Is that by
Equal to the-
22 as well?
Yeah. Yeah, but the mechanics have slightly changed just to metagame. When you take a long rest, that automatically resets. So but it will be a long rest before you.
Well, I'm going. Oh shit! I've cocked up there. Can I? I'm going to throw a reaction out.
Sure.
And I reckon I'm going to go second level, and I need a Constitution save, a Dexterity save from the Wraith.
Gotcha. 5.
He fails, so he's now going to take, or it's going to take. It is.
At least rebuke. I don't know.
14 points of damage.
14 points of fire damage.
Dire.
Done. He is then going to finish his turn and disappear into the wall as he floats beyond.
Fire race.
He, especially now that the DM has learned how to play him in a nasty, nasty way. So he is finishing his turn. So we just take. It's not that you need to know that. 6. Okay, so that takes us to Mephiston now. So what's happened is you guys have heard. Can I? What would they have heard, Jake? Actually, I'm not going to take this from you.
Probably, like, Ace would have probably walked into the tomb, like, humming to himself, like, He's walked past the thing and like, lovely, snatch that, shove it in my gob. Notice it's disintegrated, something's leached out at him. He's gone, almost like Tart Finger. He's just like in like utter disbelief. He's almost done his little Jack Sparrow run down the down the corridor. To which point he's then had the encounter with the Wraith. The Wraith's reached him, done his thing, and then he's gone back at him, which is just shot fire back at the Wraith.
Okay, cool. So it's Mephiston's turn now. Then you've heard this. It will sort of style it that you can see a flailing limb from Ace around the corner. You know what's happening. What would Mephiston like to do?
Okay. I think I'm going to expend a charge of my Helm of Telepathy and Detect Thoughts. I'm trying to see if I can figure out where he's in the walls.
Interesting. Read Detect Thoughts for me.
Spells.
Jeez.
You sense the presence of thoughts within 30 feet of yourself that belong to creatures that know languages or are telepathic. You don't read the thoughts, but you know that a thinking creature is present.
Okay. So what I'm going to require from you is a roll then, because strictly. Oh no! I mean, it doesn't say
it's a
anything.
wisdom saving throw, isn't it?
It doesn't say anything about barriers, does it?
No.
Okay, yeah, I'll give him a wisdom save. Because normally it's attached to going to. Okay, yeah. So as an action, you can tell that the Wraith is inside the wall itself here. And its thought process is, it's an obvious one, but going through its mind, and all you get, and it's sort of a whisper, a sibilant type sound that is life, destroy.
Okay. So what I'll do then is I'll take some movement to here, and I'll probably just relay to everybody it's in the walls.
Okay. That takes us to Jake. It's Ace's turn again.
It's me.
So Ace is going to be like...
Hold up. Sorry. Beg your pardon. Yeah, you're quite right. I haven't changed initiative order. Sorry, Mark. I didn't realise you'd... so it is Nozdron next.
Right, okay. I'm going to run around to where I can hear the kerfuffle. Probably 30 feet or 40 feet.
Yeah, so you know it's here, mate.
35. That's all 35. That doesn't work. 40 takes me to there. No,
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
And it's in the walls, so there's not a lot I can do, is there?
Sausages.
I'll just hold my action.
Hold your action to twat it when it appears.
It'll be a swing, yeah.
Yeah,
which
I
is
know it's
very
pedantic of me, but
irritating.
yeah. Okay, Ace's turn.
He's going to turn to Nuzzy and he's going to be like, "It touched me."
Did it touch your pee-pee?
Not like that.
Oh.
I think.
I think it did. You just don't want to tell us.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Show me on this doll. Why has the orc got a doll, you ask?
Because it touched me here, here, and here. This is a difficult one, really. I think
there are just so you're aware, there are 2 other roses here, and you could go and pick 2 up from here as well if you particularly wanted to.
I wouldn't do that.
So.
I think after the last time, me picking roses is like me opening doors. It's got to be done.
It's almost like everybody else left the roses there for a reason.
Well,
for somehow we just chose not to touch them.
It's like caution to the wind. But
you're chaotic neutral.
Yeah. Ace is going to start playing only what I can describe as a heavy metal version of Kiss from a Rose by Seal. I'm not going to sing it for you, but in the same respect, he's going to... I don't know if I can do it if I can't see, and that's the only thing. No, you have to be able to see it, but... I'm just gonna have to, yeah. Ace gonna start playing his guitar. He's gonna use a bonus action to do his bardic inspiration for Mantle of Inspiration, which gives everybody as a bonus action spend 1 use of bardic inspiration to grant 8 temporary hit points up to 5 creatures. So everyone that's here today can get 8 temporary hit points.
I will thank you very much for those 8 temporary hit points.
So yep, so everyone's got 8 temporary hit points. So that's bonus action. So like I say, he's playing a heavy metal version of Kiss from a Rose by Seal. And then he is going to... I think I'm... Would I know that the Wraith's still in range to make an opportunity attack? So would I need to like consciously disengage, or do I need to...
That's a very good question.
That is a very good question, and I'm wondering, I'm left with a Dungeon Master dilemma. Do I give you a straight answer, or do I ask you to roll? We're here to roll dice, aren't we? Let's face it. Give me an intelligence check of some description. Just an intelligence check is fine. I'm only going to set your DC as 7, just so you know.
Ace isn't a very clever guy, but it was a natural 20.
It's a natural 20. You assume that as you can't see it can't see you. It hasn't passed into an ethereal realm. It's passed into solid wall. So you're pretty sure you can step away without it being able to hit you.
So Ace is going to move
well outside of Nuzzy.
It's in Nuzzy, hasn't it? So I'm going to move behind Nuzzy whilst I'm playing my guitar, and I'm going to ready an action. So if it comes within range, I'm going to use Eldritch Blast.
Tidy.
Well, you take the level in Warlock.
Stop metagaming. Stop metagaming. Zorchos.
Inhering it in the walls. I'm going to move the fuck away from the wall. So
Good
I'm going
response.
to move there, and I'm
Yeah.
going to hold my action. I'm going to hold fire
Firebolt. Gotcha. Okay.
for when it appears.
So Wraith's turn. Wraith's in for a world of pain now. It's going to. If I can find out where it's gone. Why can't I click on it anymore? There we go. So it's going to appear.
Cheese. I've eaten it.
It's going
he's
to
in range, mate.
appear here.
He appears to be in range, Dave.
Right. Let's go in initiative order. So it's going to be Nuzgrond. Have you got reach with your glaive?
Yeah, I certainly do. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Nuzgrond first, one attack, then Ace, then
baby.
Zorchar.
Right, here we go. I'm still raging because it was basically about only two seconds ago when we finished.
Yes,
that
mate.
last,
That's fine with that. No problem.
Here we go. That's a 29.
29 hits.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
20 damage.
Okay. I believe as it's a reaction, that's all you can do for now.
That's all I can do for now, yeah.
Okay.
all I was doing.
Ace's turn.
Let's pop off an Eldritch Blast. Let's go. Oh, that's not that great. It's a 12 to hit.
12 is not enough to hit.
Don't you get 2 at your level?
No, because it's only level 2.
You do, mate, because your combined level is 9.
It's 9, yeah.
Oh. I thought because it's only 2 in Warlock.
Doesn't matter.
Because if you were throwing a firebolt, you'd still be rolling 2d10. So you're still.
What 2d?
You make 2 attack rolls. You get 2 beams. With
But
your Eldritch Blast.
Here's the problem, though. Because it is 2 attack rolls and it's a reaction, so I think you only get 1.
That would be, I would say, sounds fair.
Yeah.
Unless you've got Warcaster. If you've got Warcaster, you can.
I haven't got Warcaster. However, I have got advantage on Constitution saving throws when I'm casting a spell.
Oh, wonder where that's from.
A certain horny man came and spoke to me.
Warlocks can't do that at all.
Let me just have a quick think. So Warcaster is if it provokes opportunity attack. So that would be slightly different. You can cast. I'm sticking with this.
Warcaster, you can use your spell as an opportunity attack, can't you?
Yeah, but this is a reaction. This is a held action.
This is a reaction.
Isn't it? So reaction.
No, I'm cool. To be fair, I only thought I'd got 1 anyway because I've only got a quite low level Warlock.
Yeah, but you do have a combined level of 9, so you definitely get 2. When you get to 11, you get 3, mate. Wherever you spend your point.
Yeah.
And don't forget, hopefully. Let's move on to Sammy's turn, shall we? Go on, Zorcha.
Yeah.
Did Ace actually do his damage?
Missed.
I missed.
So yeah, I'm going to go with my firebolt.
Can you tell your other horse to pull his shorts up, please?
Pull your shorts up.
But I was enjoying the view.
What do you mean? Don't hide your glue.
If he's anything like you, Jake, he'd now appear and moon all of us, wouldn't he? Really?
Yeah. Thank God it's Tommy. He's
7,
got a bit more decorum.
17 day.
17 hits.
Okay. Oh.
Oh.
13 damage.
We just have a stat block check. Yeah, it is. Ooh. What type of damage did you do, Mark?
I did slashing, I think.
Okay.
Is it slashing?
Ooh.
Slashing, yes.
Yeah, so he's resistant to both of your damages.
Oh, we'll have to give him half his cabbage back.
Yeah, I've done it. But the firebolt hits. It's a solid hit. The fire bounces off his sort of incorporeal, mostly incorporeal form, as his eyes blaze and he moves in towards Nuzgrond, and he reaches forwards with his life drain, and it's going to be an 11. Mother,
It doesn't get me.
it does not. But then it's going to move into the wall.
What a giant Mustafa sandwich.
Because it's finished its finished its turn in the wall. It does suffer damage.
Oh. Right, you are.
That
it
takes
suffers damage if it finishes in the wall.
Yeah. It can't do this indefinitely without repercussions. But I mean, the stat block says that it's got incorporeal movement, and it taking damage from this is a lot less than taking full round damage from Nuzgrond, Ace, Zorchar, and Mephiston. So that's exactly what it's going to do every turn. Speaking of which, Mephiston's turn. Are you concentrating on detect thought?
Suppose technically, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's concentration up to a minute, isn't it?
Sure. Can you roll me a d4 then, please?
No.
I didn't ask you, dickhead.
Bit off.
Two. So you feeding back from this wraith, you can hear it now saying, "The tiefling must die first, drain its life."
Leave it alone.
And you can hear it in the wall move to here, still in the wall.
Okay. I'll relay that then to Zorchar. Okay. It's after you. And I will ready in action.
Yeah. Is it Eldritch?
Blast.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nosgrund.
Right. Oh. God. Okay. I'll go here. And do anything extra special or fruity, can I? Because it's all Mustafa sausage. I'll just have to hold an attack again. I think that's all I'm going to be able to do.
Ace's turn.
Where's Zorchar? So he knows. So does Mephiston? Has Mephiston like relayed the info? Oh yeah, he has. He's just shouted out loud, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So Ace is going to do what Ace does. He's going to step back.
Tidy.
And then he's going to ready an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Zorchar, your turn yourself. Oh, you're
I
muted.
don't think.
Oh, you're not. No, it's cool. Yeah.
Sorry. I don't think there is much we can do except. Do I take a step back?
What I actually think we should do is confront this wraith for its wraithism.
Hey, that's on par with some of mine. I'm glad it's not just me.
I'm going to take a step back to Mephiston. And I'm going to hold my rapier. Because at this point, I don't really see much else that we can do with a wraith that can see us.
Yeah. Can you use a rapier in one hand and a dagger in the other, Sammy?
Yes, but because I'm holding my action, I'm not going to be able to use my bonus action.
Because if you've got mastery with the dagger, then I think I'm reading what the Nick mastery does because it's really good, if I remember rightly.
It is same as scimitar.
So you can make the extra attack without using your bonus. Yeah, so you can make the 2 attacks and still have your bonus action. If that's the case, that's awesome.
So I have finesse Nick, but it only says that I get 1 attack per action.
Do you have mastery with dagger?
No, I have mastery with rapier.
In that case, totally
That's
ignore
why.
me. I'm very sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all right. Not a problem. It's
I
worth
do
knowing
have
for
Nick.
later.
Yeah.
Do have Nick with the dagger though.
Yeah, but that's if you've got weapon mastery, which you haven't got, but it's not a problem.
No, that's
Okay,
fine.
so you're holding your action
So
for
I'll
specific circumstances, Sammy,
Yes. Well, for
which
when
are
it comes into range,
okay.
I'm
Smashing.
going to use my rapier.
Okay, so Wraith's turn. It's going to appear. So, in terms of what's going to happen next, is it's ranged first, so it's not within 10 of Nuzgron. So it's going to be Mephiston first. Gets your you get your reaction.
Yeah.
20 hits. Your damage is
I might
9.
repopulate Easter Island quickly then, because I need to get top my drink up. You know what I mean?
Mark.
It's Mark's
No,
go, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, Mark.
Well, you can have
Would
you
you
can have your
do-
Eldritch Blast as well. Actually, if it's not Mark's go, it is your turn because you were holding an Eldritch Blast as well. you might kill it, Jake.
It's 28
28 hits.
18.
for 8 points of damage.
Yeah, no, it is Mark's go. Well, I'll tell you what. Where was it? There. We'll let you have yours first, Sammy, because it's moved within 5 feet of Mephiston as well, so you can roll to hit.
Yeah. So 25,
Yeah. Where does the advantage come from?
because he's within 5 feet of me. 5 feet of Mephiston, which is 5 feet of an enemy.
Yeah, but that's triggers your sneak attack, not advantage.
Ignore me though, my brain has gone.
That's all right. That's all right.
So it would have been.
You've hit anyway because the lowest you rolled is at 18, so it did hit.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, I think you've killed it. Roll your damage then. 8.
Where's Sneaky gone? 14.
Nice 22.
22.
How would you like to kill the wraith?
Yeah, boy.
I imagine it has a glowing eye, and I just stab it in its eye.
Yeah. Okay, and it just
With
dissipates.
rapier.
And it's now that it's dying as you lunge forwards, you can see that it has the raiments of a Hellrider of El Chirel. As it dies, however, there's a scream of agony, and it's sort of where you've stabbed it. It sort of coalesces into all of this mostly incorporeal form coalesces into a single disc, and this disc now drops to the floor. Chink, chink, chink. As a soul coin now rests on the floor.
Well, apparently we
Yeah,
need to kill
is-
some wraiths.
You want to taste some?
Alright,
You want to
then,
go
keep your
collect some
secrets.
roses?
There's
yeah.
so much a man can tell you.
Hey, what do you want to do?
I'm going to pick up soul
I think when
coin.
you-
Sure.
Excuse me.
Yeah. So either we can keep walking around to hope to kill some more wraiths. Ace, where did that thing appear from?
The one of those sarcophaguses over there with the rose on. I was trying to present you all with a romantic surprise, and it rudely interrupted. So, Ace is gonna almost swan off back round the corner. He's gonna point at the one that was almost opposite. He's gonna put himself in a position where he can kind of see it, and as he points his finger, he's gonna fire an eldritch blast at the rose.
Okay. So just for clarification, you picked one from here, but you want to
Yep.
do one from here.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. And are you warning everyone about this? Does everyone else get a chance to position, or are you going in full ace?
Full ace.
Maverick renegade.
I'm going to come down there, but this time I'm going to, because the last time being stuck without being able to hit it, I'm going to switch to crossbow though.
So let's roll initiative.
Yeah. Initiative. 20, dirty 20. Well, I've got to. So,
Is mine showing up, Dave?
No. What?
No.
No, it's not. There you go. 14. Did you get something different on the first time then? On yours?
No, I pressed it and it didn't do anything. So I was like, oh, I'm not going to press it again, just in case it gives me double rolls.
Gotcha. So Nuzgrond. I'm going to say Zorchar first because she's more dexterous than Nuzgrond than Mark. If that's,
yeah, that's
so
absolutely fine with me.
as before, you can see a wraith. As Ace has destroyed this rose, this wraith tries to grab onto it as a last vestige of its link to life as it looks towards Ace. Zorchar's turn.
Well,
Well, at this point, I can't see anything, kind of.
Nope.
Yeah, even if I was to move. Can I technically use? No, I won't be able to do that. As bonus action, I'm going to swap to my short bow.
You
And I
can
am
do that for
going-
free. You can draw one weapon for free. That's fine.
Well, technically, I would still be holding out my rapier, though, wouldn't I?
Okay, yeah. You no, it's fine, mate. Because Ace as a free action, well, out of combat, moved over, so you could easily store it. So yeah, you're fine.
In that case, then, could I technically use a bonus action of? I've lost it. Of steady aim, and then hold my action to use my short bow for when the wraith comes into sight. So it would give me advantage.
Yes, I'm quite happy with that. So you're holding position. You're using your bonus action for steady aim. You've got it loaded, and your action is to shoot, which automatically would trigger your sneak attack. But that does make it Nuzgrond's turn. You're here. You can see the wraith just to the north there, Mark.
Right. I'm moving to the corner, so I've got better line of sight, and I'll shoot it.
Sure.
Shoot at it.
It's a tricky shot. You've got a bit of corner to navigate around, but you should be all right. Make your roll.
Right, here we go. 17.
Yeah, that's enough.
Oh God! Half of 7 takes 3 damage.
It does. Anything else?
Reload the fucking crossbow.
Okay. Destroy soul. As it moves to the south, it's going to reach towards Ace, and it rolls 18.
Shit.
Yeah. 19 points of necrotic damage.
I'll prevent 8 of that.
Nice. 11 points of necrotic damage.
I take it that's like the full hit point. Oh, actually, it's not actually as bad because I've got temporary hit points.
Yeah. True.
So it was 19, was it?
11.
Yeah, with Mark reducing it. So I only take 3. So that's not too bad actually.
That's not bad at all, actually.
Well,
And then it's going to use its last 5 feet to move into the wall, which in
Can I
theory.
use my reaction to Hellish Rebuke?
Oh, of course you can. Yes, you can do that first. Yeah, so it's your reaction, so you don't get an opportunity attack, but you will be able to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hellish Rebuke.
So Hellish Rebuke. Right, I need a dexterity saving throw from it.
17.
It does. It just succeeds. I think it just takes half. Yeah. Which is all right. It was 11 points of damage.
Okay. Well, it's resistant to fire as well, which I forgot last time as well. So the other one should have been. So 5 takes 2.
Yeah.
What a virgin!
What an absolute. Mephiston's turn. These are always tricky fights, these wraiths.
yeah, I'm swapping back to Glaive, Dave. To Halbard, just for next time, just so you know.
Okay.
Swapping back.
To move to here,
Yep.
I am going to ready a melee attack.
Okay. Ace.
Right. So, Ace is gonna move back to just back to here, and then I'm gonna ready an action for Eldritch Blast if it pops out.
Gotcha. Sammy, your choice then.
I'm going to do the exact same thing.
Okay.
Because
Nosgrunt.
Right. So switching back to Glaive. Who did it say it was? It was Zorchar, wasn't it? He said it was going to come for.
that was the previous one. That was the previous race.
Well, I'll just come down to there, ready an attack. So I've got a 10-foot reach. We've got to come near some of us. So yeah, I'll just hold my attack. Be done.
Sure. So it appears from the wall where it was, and then it looks around and floats towards Mephiston. So let's hold up. Wait a minute. So what I'm going to say is, Zorchar, you can go first with your advantage ranged attack. Following initiative order, 26 hits.
26.
Roll your damage and sneak. But it is, again, it's resistant to this as well. Must remember resistant. 30 damage, so it takes 15. Still not shabby. That takes us to Nosgrond. Yours hasn't triggered yet.
Nope.
Lewis Mephiston's turn.
$28.
28 hits.
Oh, nice.
13.
It's taking the full damage from that, and that triggers Ace's held action as well.
Fabulous. It's
Oh, wait a minute. Yours is slashing, isn't it? It's not. Yeah. No. Beg pardon.
What, mine?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not resistant to force, though.
No.
Yeah, 28 to hit.
28 hits with your Eldritch Blast.
Oh no, it does say on my thing. It says 2. It does say it says count total beams 2. But surely that would be for one attack.
Well, the
one
only way.
spell.
Yeah,
Two attacks.
it's a spell action for your 2 attacks. But
That
this
makes
is a
sense.
reaction. Yeah. 14, so that's full damage.
Yep.
Does it not matter if it's my packed weapon because it's magical?
No, not anymore. Not in 2024. Yeah, because they've specifically changed the stat block to say resistances to bludgeoning, piercing. Oh, I'm telling you the stat block now. I'll commit to it. Bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, cold, fire, and acid. So it's all of the major things. Before, it said bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, except from a magic attack. Some said magic or silvered.
Okay.
This just specifically says those things. So it doesn't matter if it's magic or not anymore. It has changed how a lot of the game functions, the mechanic functions. But it's going to reach towards Mephiston, which it's got a reasonable AC, you have, haven't you? Yeah, 15 misses Mephiston. But then it's only moved 5, so it came 5, 10.
Come on, come within 10 feet of me, you mofo. Come on.
Hold up. Right, hold up. I'm going to keep it there for a second. I'm going to roll a cheeky Dungeon Master D4. I'm not going to ask you to do it. I'm going to do it myself this time. Okay. It's going to disappear into the wall. Where it stays and doesn't appear again. And that takes us to Mephiston. Who's that,
I
Sammy?
suppose I wouldn't get an opportunity to attack, would I, if it was moving away from me?
No, because you have to be able to see it, and it's passing into the wall. I was just trying to reason that through myself, and it's, I mean, you'd be hitting a wall.
I am going to.
Excuse you.
Move here.
Yeah.
Excuse you.
And again, I think what I might do, I might just hold. I'm going to hold an Eldritch Blast again, but I've got an idea.
Okay. Are you just sticking with that? Yeah.
Yeah, for now, yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Ace
try
is
and
10.
think it through.
Yeah.
Ace is gonna move back over here, and he's gonna hold an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah. Sammy's turn. Zorch's turn.
I'm going to do the exact same again, Dave. I'm
Yep.
just
That's
bored
grand.
because
They're frustrating fights. These I kind of like them, but I know how.
I'm not sure you like them, but it's one of them where I'm like, I know there's no other damage that I've got that's going to be effective.
I'm just going to do the same.
In going in for
Sure.
the kill
Bonus
is
action, maintain rage,
not
hold me action.
easy.
Gotcha. So the wraith's going to appear where it was, and you can see it's just sort of menacing this point here as it slowly does the thing where its eyes turn. And the rest of his body turns as it floats towards you. So it's been 5. 25 takes us to there as it's threatening Mephiston. It seems to be zoned in on him. I'm comfortable for that to be within 10 feet of you, Mark. However, we've got an absolute buttload of ranged that can go before it. So it might not even make it to you. So initiative order. In fact, what I'm going to do, because Mephiston and Ace were are kind of next, is I'm going to give them first. So is that fair? No, it's not fair. So Zorcho, Sammy, you get to go first.
Yo.
I get where you're coming from, though.
Little
Yeah.
So I don't mind.
No, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Okay, short bow with advantage.
Yeah.
Steady aim. 24.
24 is going to
Definitely.
hit. You roll your sneak attack as well.
10 and roll. 21, so 31 half of 15 again.
Nice. So that's Ace. Nuzgron, it's not within range of you yet. Mephiston, you get your Eldritch Blast and you've got a plan.
15.
15 hits it.
7.
7 is full damage. It's not enough to take it down.
Under trousers.
Which gives Ace the opportunity for the glory.
It's a dirty 20.
You roll your damage.
Oh, it's only 6.
It's enough though. How does that one die?
So Ace is gonna kiss his fingers, and he's gonna like fire as an Eldritch Blast rockets out his fingers and strikes it. And as he does that, he's gonna strum down on his guitar as it just dissipates to dust.
Okay. As this one
the
dissipates,
showman.
as it dissipates, you get this sort of swirl as it dissipates. Nothing else happens. This one just drops to the floor. Dissipates.
Oh, well, that's lame.
Yeah.
I think Ace is gonna go like, or he's gonna march over there, and where like the fog's dissipating, he's gonna like almost like fan it off and be like, "You were supposed to drop a soul coin."
Yeah, I said we don't fight any more wraiths because they're not much fun. Let's go and see if we can find something else.
Or we
What
do,
is?
and we just plan better next time.
There's not a great deal else, but many things I can do.
I mean,
Go
if
on,
there's
let's give
quite
it
a
one
few
more
grouped
chance.
together, if there's a few of these roses grouped together in a different bit, we could always cast like an AoE spell that we concentrate in that area, and then when they start their turn in it, they're going to be affected by the AoE spell.
That's a reasonably good plan. I think you've got something, haven't you, as well? That would suffice for that.
Yeah.
There's also 4 more places within this tomb to go.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, we've got to come back this way, haven't we? So shall we press on, and then if we come back this way on the way out, and we still need coin, then we'll try and smash a couple of others in. No? Bazinga? No.
Yeah. Do we want to go north, or do you go southeast?
I have no idea. Do you want to have a little scout up there? See if there's anything interesting one way or t'other? Oh, my oldness.
I can do.
Do it.
Okay, you roll your stealth. Pick a direction.
Someone pick a direction for me.
Oh, Sammy.
North.
North. Okay. So as you round the bend here, you appear into another chamber with the large iron burial urns. So I'm just going to take your token and move it a little bit closer so you can see it properly.
Oh no!
There we go.
What's a big beat?
So there is from this room a further passageway leading to the west that looks similar to the knight's caskets. So you suspect there will be more roses and caskets down here, and you can see more ghostly figures floating around. And just for go on, Sammy.
I'm also going to suspect that with this big fucker in the corner, there's the potential for more mummies.
No. I don't want your mamas. Don't like them.
So I would like to definitely try and make a perception of some sort.
Sure. Yeah, you can roll perception, but for Ace's benefit as well, as you're passing through this chamber, the knights, the ghosts of the knights, they tell you that Sammy told you anyway a little bit, or most of it, that the knights fought for alongside the angel Zariel when she waged war in Avernus. Zariel's crusade ended in failure. Most of the generals, including the angel herself, fell to evil. and transformed into fiends. One of Zariel's generals, Alanthius, killed himself rather than embrace tyranny. Zariel, however, raised him as a death knight to ensure his body, but the knights they believe he's still good and there's good in him. When questioned further, they went on to say that Alanthius still despises Zariel because he's bound to her, and the evil that he has to do is against his nature. But they know that his quarters are in this catacomb, and it's possible that his redemption is in that chamber. Your stealth. Oh, that's your stealth. Have you got a perception check?
Sorry, I haven't done perception yet. No.
16. Okay, there's just ghosts. This room, 16. This room seems similar to the other room to the northeast, not the mummy room. So you don't think there's anything corporeal here, just the spectral figures.
Okay. I mean, can I ask any of the spectres, have they seen any mummies in here recently?
Yes, absolutely, yes. And they will say, no, you have vanquished the remnants of the warlocks of this chamber. None more remain, no more remain.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of. Has anyone started to follow? Nothing yet. No, so I may as well go back.
Yep.
Tell them what I see. Meow.
Yep. Good meow.
Meow. And then say,
Tidy.
do you want me to have a look at the other way, or do you want to just continue?
If you don't mind, I'd say we may as well look to the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Is
I
this?
will
Gotcha. Yeah.
have a look southeast.
Okay. So as you travel east, it does bend south, and it's a larger passageway that leads to another similar room. So yeah, go for it, Sammy. Fill that room in, as it were. So large iron urns, exactly the same as you've seen in the previous two rooms. There aren't any corporeal forms in here. There's just sort of ghostly figures. It ends rather abruptly to the east, and there's a passageway leading to the west.
But there is nothing of interest as it looks in here.
If you want to spend some time, I mean, because a perception check is, I mean, it's 10 minutes plus. I mean, we should have done that in the other room. I mean, I'm sure everyone would have followed you.
Yeah.
To have a look around. But if you wanted a proper look around, everyone can catch up. You can go back, tell them it's safe. You can all have a look around, but it'll be a perception check in that room.
Right then, let's have a go then.
Yeah, may as well.
No, I've just discovered that I'm not a little girl. I'm a big orc.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
14.
Well, what I'm gonna say to you as as you are checking, you notice, it would be Zorchar that notices with your passive perception that there's an inconsistency with the stonework on this wall, and you suspect that there may be a chamber beyond.
Is everyone else catching up then, or?
Yeah, I'll be with you when you said that there was nothing immediate.
I assume we're moving as a group anyway at this point.
Yeah.
Little sausage roll.
I mean, I can meow just to say, yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything going on in this potentially secret chamber, and then meow back.
Yeah, we'll fully have to Yeah. Meow.
And then I will take my interest to the wall where the stonework doesn't quite match.
Yeah. Okay. So it doesn't take you long to figure out that this actually is a secret passageway. And it's relatively straightforward. It just looks like a block that pushes and then slides to the side. You're pretty confident that you'll be able to open it.
We can all see in the dark as well, can't we? And I can. I know Sammy can because she's a tiefling. Elves can, can't they?
Yeah, I was about to say, I
Mephiston
don't
was
know what.
born to see in the dark. Yeah.
We all see the
So-
dark. That's quite good.
You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
I touched its pee when it wasn't looking.
Ew.
Ew!
So I'll say,
My eardrums
so
feel.
do we want to go west or do we want to investigate the secret passageway?
I vote secret passage. I've always enjoyed the secret passage best.
Let's go through the secret passage.
Okay. Right. So it's revealed for you if you want to move yourself into position. The room is it steps down ever so slightly, and the floor of the room is covered in a thick mist. I mean, it's a good 2-inch thick mist floating around. Let me just take who's that, Zorcha? Let me take you in. So it's an oblong-shaped room, and it's a lot colder than the other rooms. The walls are a similar structure, but bizarrely, the mist and smoke itself seems that it's almost as if someone's sliced it exactly here, and it doesn't move into this room. And not only that, as what I'd like to sort of paint this as is the ghosts that are just hovering around are looking at you as they float through. And as Zorchar pushes through, they look confused, almost as if looking around to see where you've gone. And then as you sort of come back, they see you again and just carry on floating around. There's something strange about this room. What do you want to do?
Can I have an Arcana check against it, Dave?
Sure.
Furry creature.
18.
18 is good enough for me to tell you that this is, I mean, there's some kind of arcane proofing going on, so you strongly suspect this is necromantic magic, but not necessarily in the classic necromantic magic as in to summon undead. This is more to ward against, guard against, or it to make them not be able to perceive it.
I may as well step in.
Sure. Okay, so as you step in, it's thick, swirling, greenish mist swirling around your calves. But there's nothing else seems to change. Nothing jumps out. Nothing leaps out. It is very cold in here.
So I can't make out if there's any urns or anything like that in the corners of the room. No tombs, nothing like that.
Not that you can see.
And I very gingerly take a walk round the edge of the room. I can either not purposely walk some over, but see if anything is there, plaques on, or if there is something else for the room.
Okay. Give me a perception check. Jake?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I got lost.
1 second. There you go.
That makes sense.
Yeah. You were filling out the map that you'd not been down yet, but Jake.
Yeah, well, I thought we'd gone that way originally. That's where I thought the secret passage was, so apologies.
Okay.
I promise I wasn't trying to be cheeky.
Uh huh. So give me an investigation check as you're looking around the room. Then.
Investigation.
Yeah. So it's going to take
8.
some time. Oh, so Zorchar's sort of looking around the
Nothing.
walls, checking to see, and you can see what she's looking for. What does everyone else want to do while she's having a thorough check around?
Can I take any of this stuff with me? I've got a empty flask in my thing. Can I put any in a flask? Does it stay in there?
Yeah, why not?
I'm just intrigued by its properties.
Okay, cool.
Why do communists only get instant tea? Property is theft. Yeah, see? I'm here all week.
What's Nuzgron doing other than shit jokes, Mark?
Get his weapon ready, so to speak. No funny comments. And I'll just have Zorchar's back slightly behind.
Put it back in your pants.
Okay.
Oh,
And Ace.
Ace is going to be kind of just... He's going to be tuning his loot, but then he's also going to be kind of like... So, do we reckon that this Death Knight's in here then?
I think his rooms, his dwelling place is here, but I don't think if we know whether or not he's at home, do we? Or do we?
We
I
don't.
think he's going to need more than one of us to probably have a bit of a dig around in here as well. We know it's got some kind of magic property, don't we? It can be, the stuff can be stored and carried.
In regards to the Death Knight, I think it's one of them. I doubt he'll turn up here, but I think his remains are here, and it will clue us into how we can help free him and potentially the rest of the houses that he... But yeah, I'll take some help if somebody is willing.
I'll do some tapping around then.
Okay. Are you checking anything, looking for anything in particular, checking in any particular way, or?
I think Ace would just be kind of like, he'd push his loot round to his back and almost place his hands behind his back, and he'd just be like staring at different things, like just walking up to the walls and staring, and then he'd wander around and stare at things on the floor.
Okay. Well, you can't actually see the floor because the mist is so thick.
Can Ace would use his hand to try and see if he can disturb the mist so he can see the floor?
Okay. Is there a bit where Jack Sparrow actually does that with? Oh no, it's Gimli, isn't it? Oh, you know what I'm thinking of? It's Gimli. Where
it's
like... yeah. Are you bored, Mark?
What? No. I just wondered what all that looks
so
like.
So you, as you blow it away, you can actually see on the floor individual pieces of paper, sort of the length of your hand, with what looks like writing on.
Can Ace like snatch one of them up?
Yeah, sure. So the piece of paper, it's just like tiny slivers of parchment, and on each sliver you pick a couple up. There's a name written on it, and it's written neatly in blood.
Is it in like? Can I read it?
Yeah, it's in common.
Whose name is it?
It's Fanny Schmeller, apparently.
But it doesn't smell like it.
But another one will say Joe
Yeah,
Smith.
it should be a bit musky in here.
Yeah, it smells of Queen.
But they're sort of just common names, just names of people that.
Smith.
I'm going to shout
Davis,
to somebody
Jones.
outside the room. Ask if there's a Joe Spin.
There's no response. They're still floating around. They're not paying any attention to anyone inside this room.
Sorry, I was asking, like, say, would Nuzzy or, like, if I shout to Nuzzy or Mephiston, who are outside the room, to ask, is there a Joe Spin? Can I ask the corporeal forms?
Yes, I'll attempt to ask. I will say, is there a
Grossman.
yes?
Yeah, thank you,
him.
Mark.
Is there one?
Yeah, there is. A sort of an apparition floats up to Nuzgran and say, yes. You call.
Right.
That's what Lurch would say.
Nuzzy, ask for Fanny Schmeller.
Waterwick. Will these Waterwick?
Is
So-
this
What is
location more
I say,
like?
Hail Soldier. What's the story with this this room? Can we?
So
be
they
assisted?
can't see us in this room. Well, they can't see me and Ace in this room. They think we've just walked through a wall for all they know. So I imagine this is the names. This is
Oh,
whatever their curse is.
yeah.
What would happen if we was to take a piece of it, like this paper? So if we take Joe Spin's name, take it outside the room.
Nothing happens.
So nothing happens to the paper or to Joe.
Nope.
I'll pass wind really loudly.
You
Okay.
managed to disturb a lot more of the smoke and the mist, and you can see hundreds of these pieces of paper on the floor.
Just
another
sorted
one. And another one. And another one.
Not another one. So someone's
What's
missed a
that
trick
one?
there.
Well done, Liz. Your flatulence has come in use.
There's always a place for flatulence.
I mean, is there kind of anything on the walls? Is there anything like to the walls
Whether
that
it's now.
No.
What would happen if we poured holy water on it?
Does anyone have
Okay.
any holy water?
I don't think so.
I've got one left. I've got literally from like the start. I've got one holy water left.
Depends if you want to use it.
This is why I carry it for shit like this.
We can
So yeah,
do
up to you.
some monkey trousers.
Okay. Are you trying this generally? Are you trying it with one piece of paper, using it sparingly? Or?
Yeah, I think to begin with, I'll get like one bit of paper and just kind of like that with it, or put a drop on it somehow, so it's
Okay.
not a load, and just see what happens.
Yeah.
The guy that
so
we've just spoken
Mark,
to.
yeah. So it has an effect as it drops. It hisses and steams, and the bit of blood hisses and rises, and is destroyed from the parchment.
And is that
What about
guy
Joe?
still out there talking to anybody?
Yes. You can see his. What I'll say is, you can give me an Arcana check.
I think I know what's going on, but I don't know if it does go under now. I'll just be quiet.
Natural 20 for 25.
Natural 20, yeah. So
Yes!
his form starts to dissipate slightly. So I'm going to push this further, but it's a natural 20. So you know that this piece of paper is a link to the soul, but just destroying this piece of paper won't release the soul. It will unbind the soul from its contract, but the soul will still be roaming the depths of Avernus for all time. There's something else you have to do.
Could I somehow do a ritual to my god kind of thing to try and see if I can cleanse it that way, using the rest of the holy water and my holy symbol and things?
Okay, I like it.
I'm quite happy for you to guard you while you give it a go.
Yeah. So yeah, you sort of tap into your inner self. And I mean, going with a natural 20 as well, you receive an image of memorial steels elsewhere in this crypt on which are names exactly the same as the pieces of paper. So you surmise that you're going to need to destroy all of these pieces of paper and find other if there are other sealed areas with pieces of paper, you're going to have to make sure it's all destroyed, and then find these memorial steels and strike the names from the list to release the souls.
Got a hammer.
Do we think that the memorial steel's going to be in here?
Yes.
Well, if we know we can do that, if we can find the Death Knight's name, I wonder if his name's in here. And what would happen if we struck his name off?
Well, it would unbind him from Zariel, but surely he would.
Still be able to roam, but if he's unbound from Zariel, he might help.
They might all be able to help.
But is he going to know what's going on enough to be like, do I wait, or is he going to realise what's going on? You know, yeah, I'm out.
Go on, girl. Okay.
I do not know. I just sweep the floors.
I mean, if we can find his name, and did you say there would be another room with more of these seals, Dave? Sorry, Mr. DM.
Possibly.
Berate my epididymis just briefly. I shan't be long at all.
So, if we potentially find the other room and we find a second seal, if we take the seals with us, try to find an audience, and explain what we're trying to do, and that we've obviously spoken to his comrade, and explain we can free him. Really
My
help
only
us.
concern about that is he's bound to Zariel, isn't he? So I think him not knowing for now is probably the better option.
That's what I mean. If we took the paper with us for him, and then we
Potentially,
can free him there and then.
Yeah.
In front of us.
we need
So
to
he
do a bit of
knows that we're not
investigating,
trying to
don't we?
play a trick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you reckon fire might work on this? Or do you think it's just going to be your holy water?
Well, the holy water's gone now because I've done a ritual, haven't I? With it
But didn't that destroy all of them?
in this room.
Would that include the Death Knights one, or if we just took that out of the way?
We don't know, do we?
But, well,
Right.
they're all
So
possibly destroyed.
The other thing we could potentially do now is just try and see if there's any more, and then try something else on it, like fire.
Yeah.
Or if any of us can do like, I could do Sacred Flame. Could try like a bit of a radiance flame, see if that has any effect on it or something.
I've also got just to be fair though, mine's all infernal in origin.
Yo.
Burn them in hellfire.
Burn.
could I potentially make another perception check now, Mr. DM, to see if there is any more parchment lying around in this room?
Yeah, no, I'm quite happy to give you that for free. As after Mephiston's ritual, with the holy water, you have cleansed this room. I mean, it's a stretch to say one vial has done the whole room, but you rolled a natural 20 for your Arcana, so it's stretched you and pushed you. You feel exhausted after it, but all of these pieces of paper now have no script on them whatsoever. So you have cleansed this room. There is nothing else of value or
Where was
interest.
this roster with the names in stone? The thing we had to strike them off?
We don't know.
We don't
We
know.
don't know yet.
Right.
I don't think so.
Right. In that case, shall we have a wander see if we can find it?
I
We
agree.
may as well.
May as well draw my fourth Wrath of God.
Okay. Yeah.
I was going to say, shall we go back the other way that Ace took a detour through?
I
Okay.
don't mind.
Let me
Apologies.
map that for you then, so we know where it is. And so just grab your token, Lewis, just to fill it out with Mephiston.
What's wrong with mine?
Your smells.
Don't like that
So
one.
you've got a room here that you've passed through. If you're on the whole of the map now, here there are roses and caskets. Balls. Went through the wall. That's the problem when the Dungeon Master does this for you. So there are more roses and caskets here. There's another passageway here that you've not been down yet. To the west here, and then down this one as well.
Where was that last one? Sorry, Dave.
Down here.
And then down there. That was back near the top.
So you've got 1, 2, 3
Three.
avenues to explore currently.
Where should we go, guys?
We have avenues to explore.
I think we carry on down here.
Okay.
Yep.
Right, I'm going to
don't
nick
know.
your... I've done it again. I've gone through the wall. I'm just going to nick your token, Sammy, just for experience. So there's another room with urns in it and ghosts, as this room, this corridor travels to the north. Another room with urns. North from there, you can see a corridor linking between the two. As you travel along this corridor, again, you can see roses on caskets. But Sammy, as Zorchar passes through here, you can see behind the caskets and the roses, there appears to be another of these secret passageways. But it's going to be virtually impossible to get to without disturbing the roses.
Casket.
Well, I think we're kind of here to do that, aren't we? As well as the other thing, shall we?
Yeah.
What I'm asking on this next bit, Dave, do you like where this is here?
Yeah.
If I was to cast a spell, would that knock the roses out of place or something? So the wraiths would come out, or
Have we got gust?
Depends on the. Yeah, I mean, potentially, mate. It depends on the spell. Depends on what you're aiming
Yeah,
for.
because they did an Eldritch Blast, didn't he, on one of the roses?
well, what I'm
Yeah.
thinking is, I'm thinking of kind of like if I cast something like the Sickening Radiance or something, which gives us 30 foot sphere here.
Get the
As
fuck
soon
out of the
as
way.
those wraiths come out, they start
taking
turning that thing. They
Yeah.
take the. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
So,
do.
Dave, would that spell not? Would it damage the roses? Do we not know?
I think it will fucking obliterate the roses.
I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty sure you would know it would as well. Let's face it, it would hurt you. So yeah,
In range.
all I'm going to say to you though is it would affect. You could position it here, right in the corner, and it would affect the roses there, and it would almost certainly affect the roses here as well. If you put it in the corridor here, it would affect all 3 alcoves, which is 6 roses.
Yeah.
Unless you can.
Do we
figure out a way of.
Do we want 6 wraiths at once?
Could we even try and talk to them?
They don't even appear, do they, until we piss them off.
Yeah,
But
until you
this-
piss them off, those raves don't appear.
Yeah, then
I
they're
mean-
pissed off.
Well, then
From
maybe
where
more.
I'm standing, Mr. DM, can I clearly see any plaque names or anything like that to see if it is the officer?
Yeah.
Someone of importance.
C3 Knights Cassis. Yeah, so these are
Come up with the plan. We're back in a second.
Sure. Yeah, these are knights. These are knights caskets. They have specific names. But also just to rule out what you said, Jake, that wraiths you would know that these are undead malicious entities. These aren't to be redeemed unless you destroy them. There's no talking to these creatures.
They are what's the name though, aren't they? They're essentially the wraiths of the Hellriders, though.
Yeah, these appear to
very
be
much
slightly
looks like it.
different. You would suspect that they willingly took their oaths as opposed to were forced to.
What in
Hmm.
terms of so they willingly fell rather than
Yeah.
like the others
they're
where
shit
they've almost like
bags.
been forced to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
These
They
shitbags,
willingly turned instead of being.
Yeah.
They were officers.
Fascist. That's what I say.
I mean, they should know that we're on the same side. We're here helping Zariel.
Yeah. We are so here to help Zariel.
So they need to stop being major
Stop-
felons.
Leave us alone so we
Need
can
to
have
stop being
coins.
poopers.
Yeah, stop being poo-poo heads.
Yeah, we drop poop on flop.
The only other thing is I have got either Thunderwave or Thunderwave does. In addition, any unsecured objects that are completely within the area of effect are automatically pushed 10 feet away from your spell, and it emits a 300 feet audible boom.
I think
However, the range it's on me, so I would have to cast it from myself.
Yeah.
I quite like Lewis's idea
Yeah.
because
Yeah, it's got a lot of
it's a
things.
bomb of a spell, and in theory, yeah, it's going to take out all three raves at the same time.
Yeah, I'm up for trying that. I am up for trying it if everybody else is. I'm going to stand well out of the way, though.
The only thing is, we potentially have three raves on us at the same time.
Yeah.
It'd be
That's-
two. Each alcove contains two roses.
Sorry, was it like
We had three. You can
this
get three
one
alcoves.
and
though,
this one
can't
Three alcoves,
that
two
had the
roses.
roses?
Yeah, two roses per alcove.
you? Right, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, so it'd be 6 in total. It's up to you guys. I know we can.
So
I
6
think we can
raves,
take-
or 3, sorry.
I think
No,
we'll have
you
no
said 2
problem
raves.
taking 2 of them at once, but 6 at once might be asking a bit much. Don't know. I'm willing to go with the flow, though. Whatever's decided.
Yeah, this
Wow.
specific sickening
Buildable.
radiance specifically says the light spreads around corners and lasts until the spell ends. So if, I mean, you could, in theory, I mean, I'm metagaming now. If you could put it there, so it affects just here, then you could get one. But there's nothing to say that you can stand in this. It would affect.
Oh no, it would affect anyone who is stood in it.
Yeah.
Yes, we felt that on Harriman's Hill.
Oh, just we.
But obviously, if we kind of went from either side, And then if Lewis was to plonk it there, because if it goes round corners, it would get all 6 roses, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And then be prepared for the fallout. Whatever that might be.
It's all gonna go Pete Tong.
Somewhere between 2 and 6 raves.
Yeah. First, collect underpants.
No, first remove underpants, I think. There's no point in getting shit everywhere.
That's true.
Well, no point in shitting your trousers. You might as well let it go everywhere else.
Yeah. Like that episode of Rick and Morty where Morty says, "Come on, Rick, something's always better than nothing." He goes, "Since when is shit in the bed better than not shit in the bed?" which I have to agree.
So I'm going to say that's going to be the plan when the mighty Mephiston returns.
Return.
Okay, so it's all about where you're going to drop it, as it were.
That's what they all say. I don't know why. No one will tell me. It's like watching Sailor
I'm going to take a guess.
Sorry, Max. I
Hello.
right there and went to bed.
Oh,
dear.
no.
Kid.
Happens to the best of us.
Apparently,
sort
it
of-
happens as well when you get older again. So
Yeah, it's not happening to
Um,
me yet.
Look,
But I'm
Sammy,
sure that
stop.
joy's to come.
Everyone's talking about my little accidents.
Oh.
sorry, mate.
It was a secret.
So, Mephiston, the general idea we have so far, if you use, is it Radiance of Sickness?
Sickening
Or
radiance.
sickness? Sickening Radiance. If you potentially drop it here, it will get all 3 alcoves, 2 roses each. The question is it per rose rave, or is it per casket per rave? So anything between 2 and 6 raves could appear.
Mm-hmm.
But we could obviously go either side of the corridor, split between us. Obviously, take aim, take action.
Yeah.
Or we can all cluster together and take aim, take action,
yeah,
take
as
clothes
long
off and
as-
shit ourselves without spoiling our trousers.
Yeah. Again,
Okay.
as long as we sort of maintain underpant cleanliness and integrity at all times, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah. So it makes the area a green light, basically. They would take radiant damage from it. They get 1 level of exhaustion with it.
That's nasty.
They won't be able to go invisible. And it spreads around corners as well. It's quite brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds wicked. Let me get out of the way of it. Whereabouts is everyone?
So this is what we're saying. So
You're gonna need
we
to be.
can.
It's 30 foot in it, so we need to be. So he's saying like in the middle.
Yeah. So if you, has Dave got the sphere out?
Yeah, I think
Yep.
Dave's controlling it.
Never heard it called that before.
Let me give you this.
To get it in the little sphere, isn't it, Mark?
Let me take it off Snap to Grid, and you can all have a play with it. Then that's what she said.
We got a Michael Scott over here.
Oh.
That's what she said.
I mean, I think that's probably kind of the best. Jake needs to move across a bit, really, doesn't he?
I shall move a.
So it's the red, the 30 foot.
It is, but it travels around corners, so it is going to fill
Fill the
all of that.
arcos, yeah.
Fill all of those holes.
That's what she said.
Yeah. So if I take, in fact, what I can, I'm just going to take your token, Lewis. If I put you there, it will highlight because you can only see up to your character's range, but you know the light
Yeah.
from it will. Yeah. So
Yeah. So
is that what we're doing?
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah. So do we want to do either side, or do we want to all
Don't
bunch
split
together?
the party. Bunch together. Don't split the
Yeah.
party.
Bunch
I
together.
don't think there's any AoE from Wraiths.
And to be fair, like I can, it's 120 feet as well, so I can stand as far back or anything. It don't matter.
Yes, let's
Yeah.
do it. Let's do it.
Do that then.
Going for it.
Boop, boop.
Yes.
Right. So what we'll do is we'll roll initiative there.
Set 70.
Loading.
I'm last with a 17, man. That's just absolutely typical.
Hold up. You got 17, so you are last
Yeah.
with a 17.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all I'm thinking is it's 20 past 10 now. There's no way we're going to get this finished before any decent time. That is reasonably decent for me to reveal 6 wraiths to you.
Nice.
I mean, you can't see them all, but all of the at each alcove there are 2 wraiths, and we can pick this up next time.
Nice.
This will be a tricky one, but I reckon we can handle. Can we handle 6? I don't know if we can handle 6, but we'll find out next week.
If your tactics are tight, you might be all right. But I mean, in your advantage, in your favour, Sickening Dawn specifically says when a creature moves into the spell's area for the first time or starts its turn there, it must succeed on its saving throw or take the radiant damage and suffer 1 level of exhaustion. So it is going to happen straight away.
Yeah, that's nice.
Which is very nice.
I'm looking forward to the next one, I have to say.
Right. Well, let me tell you when the next one is, because I don't know if... well, we do have a little time, because I've plotted all of May's games.
What?
So Avernus... Where are we? Oh, no, that's March.
Next week, isn't it?
It is next Thursday, 1st of May.
I'll check my diary.
You do that.
Like I've got a diary. Went to work, played Warcraft, went to work, played Warcraft, played D&D, go to work.
All right,
Warcraft.
War of Night and Day I've put in there. So we've got Night and Day on Friday, Dragonlance on Tuesday, Mark, Dragonlance.
Yeah.
And then
That'll be
Avernus on Thursday.
That's what I keep forgetting to ask. What item did the winner of the Mark game get, David? When last time it was won, when was it? It was...
It was War of Night and Day, and you've not had chance to collect anything yet.
Oh. What was the word as well? Was it sausage?
Sausage.
It was sausage. Yeah.
Oh, it's such a good word, though. I mean, I know it's risky.
In fact, I think I won it on sausage as well.
Yeah. No, you won it on salad.
Oh, it might have been Josh that won it on sausage then.
Yeah. That's the 3rd win ever, isn't
I think Josh won it on sandwich.
Oh, I thought he won it on sandwich.
Oh, okay. Beg pardon. Yeah.
Well, there does seem to be a running theme on food items. The Mark, change it up. Go different.
Oh, okay. I'm going to make it harder then.
That's the idea, Mark.
Please don't. We're on camera. It's being live streamed. That's how you end up on a register.
Yeah, people will cry.